Day 2 of Byron Bay Bluesfest. If you look right here, we have a stack load of mud, but right now I'm off to go interview Lowrider. Yes, that's right, Australian hip-hop soul group, fit right into the wonderful world of Bluesfest. If you see right here, lots of people, day 2, it's great. Can't wait for the other things tonight. They're gonna rock up. We've got Rodrigo and Gabriella as well. We're definitely gonna check them out.
I know there was that 301 studio sounds really good.
Yep.
And we go for swim in the morning. The first time I recorded there, I brought my pop and started out in the yard in the studio there.
It's a great culture here at Bluesfest. You know, there's a really diverse crowd. There's loads of old people who are the guys that are getting on the piss and having a good time, which you're used to seeing from the younger guys at most festivals. But there's also loads of families, lots of young kids, lots of young teens, and you know, you can see the diversity in, you know, just bands. We went and saw Los Lobos last night, and you know, to see such a variety of people in the crowd. You know, I saw emo kids, I saw hippies, I saw, you know, blues people. It was really exciting, but you know, it's been great so far. We just finished up seeing a band called The Hands, who are from Sydney, and I'm about to go on my way to have an interview with them. Who have you seen so far?
Seen Xavier, Ben Harper, ZZ Top.
And who's to come?
Who's to come? I might have to look at the guide.
So, massive blues fan?
Oh, I don't mind it. Like the reggae and everything.
Who's been your standout so far?
Mate, Eric Bibb was pretty good. I just saw The Hands over there come.
So did I. They were very funky.
Playing Lockie, yeah, they play real well. And looking forward to BB King, mate.
Having fun playing around in the mud?
Yeah, it's not too bad. Better than the last previous years, like Red Devil Park and that one. It's just full mud, but yeah, mate, all good.
No worries. Enjoy your festival, guys. How's your time at Bluesfest been?
Yeah, good, mate. We arrived today. We come from the Sunshine Coast,
yep.
And we arrived this morning, and we're just sort of getting in the groove of it.
And getting on the news, getting on the cans?
Yeah, fucking yeah. Too right, mate. Too right.
They say he's wanted for murder.
I'm here with Clayton, very hidden away in the secret Gibson guitars tent here at Bluesfest 2011. Clayton, can you tell me what goes on here?
Yeah, sure. I think the Gibson tent over the years has become a bit of probably more of a speakeasy drinking joint than it has so much a guitar haven. But I think what we try and do is that you know, it's not really about what Gibson's doing here. We don't try and sell guitars. We don't try and force guitars down people's throats. I think what we've realised is over the years is that up to 85 or 95% of the artists that are playing at Bluesfest are playing Gibson.
Yeah.
So I think what we're trying to do here is have something that's a bit of a feel-good connector between the artists and what goes up on stage. And I guess in a way we try and have something that's a little bit of a home away from home. You know, if artists are sick and tired of sitting in their dressing rooms waiting to go on stage, they can come down here, hang out, have a drink. We've got some Jim Beam happening this year, and the artists can sit down here, have a drink, have a bit of a jam.
So what sort of artists have you had in the Gibson tent so far?
Yeah, well, it kind of depends from year to year and day to day. You know, who's here, and what time they're playing. But you know, over the years we've had everyone from Ben Harper to Los Lobos to this afternoon we had Ernest Wrangler here, who's this incredible Jamaican guitarist who's been playing guitar for over 65 years and just has this incredible heritage about him. You know, other years we've had blues artists like Eugene Hideaway Bridges, and, you know, even other artists that aren't even playing at Bluesfest that are just here visiting and hanging out and soaking up the music. That's kind of what Gibson's about. It's not really about us as a brand. It's not a branding exercise. If anything, it's just a feel-good place where people can hang out.
So that's what you're trying to build is a Gibson community in this blues music scene.
A little bit, yeah. I know it sounds a bit corny, but it's about you know, our CEO Henry talks a lot about having a Gibson family. And you know, it's actually not that far off the truth. It's we really do try and cultivate that whole idea of artists and us and people working together. You know, the one thing I should say is that apart from this tent, we've got an incredible raffle that we do in conjunction with the guys at Cystic Fibrosis Australia. And Gibson donate 3 guitars every year to Cystic Fibrosis Australia, and they sell raffle tickets up here, and they get those guitars signed by all the artists that are performing. And last year they raised over $40,000 for cystic fibrosis research. We're hoping that we can hit the 50,000 mark this year. So,
and you mentioned you had Los Lobos in here before. Can you show us which guitar they were interested in?
I would show you, only it's actually on stage right now. Well, one of the other things that we've got going here is that these guitars that you see are all available to loan as well, not give away, loan. So David Hildago from the band is actually on stage with a 335 right now. So you know, look, we get lots of artists in here. Nathan Cavalieri's coming in here tomorrow. We're hoping that we're going to get BB King down here later on tonight. So
personally, I'm assuming you must be a big fan of these bands. It must be, you know, a huge rush of adrenaline to have them in front of you, you know, showing them your products.
Yeah, it is. It's a funny one. I mean, I probably shouldn't say this, but I actually don't even play guitar. My background's in record companies, and you know, I'm used to sort of working with artists, local and international, and I think the thing for me is, you're right, that it's kind of all about the music, and you know, I've got some great memories as a kid growing up listening to music, and I remember the first concert I ever went to was Kiss, and you know, I don't know whether it was the pyrotechnics or the makeup, but you know, one of the things that really stood out for me was that guitar that Ace Frehley had, which was the Les Paul with the flashing lights and the smoke, and you know, I've always loved that, and I think one of the great things about working for Gibson is that pretty much every artist that I've ever loved has played either a Les Paul or an SG.
Definitely,
and it's a cool thing. It's a really cool thing.
No worries. Okay, thanks, Clay.
Cool, man. No worries. Have fun.
Zan here, and we're nighttime at Byron Bay's Bluesfest 2011. Ryan, how was your day?
It's been a great day, actually. We've done a few interviews for Jack Radio so far. I had a band called The Hands, who are an awesome sort of soul funk band out of Sydney. A lot of improv involved with their stuff, and we got to see them live this morning too, and it was, you know, fantastic. I'd never heard of them before, but definitely great. Definitely don't regret seeing them. And you had an interview with Lowrider, didn't you, Zan?
Yeah, I had an interview with Lowrider. We had a bit of a problem though, which is when I first started recording the interview, I didn't press record. So I had 2 interviews of Lowrider.
Rookie.
But Joe, he was cool. But he was like, yeah, man, we'll just redo the whole interview. So.
And he was getting a massage while you interviewed him. That's an interesting interview.
No, that was Scotty. Scotty was getting a massage. He's the bass player. And then I got to have an interview or have a chat with Joe. So yeah, it was a pretty damn cool interview. So it's a shame that we pressed no. And you should see the roar of laughter around me when I said, no, I haven't recorded it.
Must have been awkward.
It was very, very awkward. Anyway, so we're going to see BB King tonight and Rodrigo and Gabriella. So stay tuned. Tomorrow we're going to have a bit more information for you on what's happening next couple of days and more interviews. This is Zan the Music Man.
Ryano.
Walking out.
Yeah, so we're Hoi Polloi, which is cowboy boots and handmade designs, which my wife makes. And Hoi Polloi, we always get asked what does that mean. You know, everyone thinks it's like the royal class or the lady class or the crew, but it actually means the unwashed masses. That's the
wow.
If you go Google it or whatever, that's what it means. So yeah, it sort of rolls off the tongue though. It sounds like we're in Westwood City or something. You know?
So what made you go unwashed masses?
Well, we didn't even know. We like the sound of the word. We found out unwashed masses, and well, we'll go with it.
Go with that. How long has this been happening?
Probably 5 years. Yeah, my wife's been doing the clothes for 5 years. And we've only just sort of done the cowboy boots as an accessory, and that's sort of taken on a life of its own a little bit. You know,
so do you do Byron Bay Bluesfest every year?
We've done it for the last couple of years. Yeah.
So where are you based in Byron Bay?
We're back in Byron Bay.
So back in Byron Bay. So if someone wants to like grab some of these really cool boots that we took a shot of before, Byron Bay is the way to go.
Byron Bay is definitely the way to go. Who would have thought, man? The middle of America jammed right into the middle of Byron Bay. A bit of Texas and a bit of, you know,
Awesome.
Byron Bay can do it.
Well, thanks, Sol.
No worries, man. It's been good to be interviewed at the Bluesfest. I feel like I'm a little bit of Bob Dylan.
No, you're...
You know?
Cheers, man.